there and welcome to News at Noon at African News 24 TV. I'm Mary Adam bringing you the latest news update. The Rivers State House of Assembly on Thursday formally initiated impeachment proceeding against Governor Malami Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Ojo following the representation of notices alleging gross misconduct. The move, anchored on Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution as amended and other relevant laws, was carried out during a plenary session of the Assembly. The leader of the House, Major Jack, read the notice of allegations against Fubara, while the Deputy Leader, Linda Stewart, presented the notice against the Deputy Governor. According to the lawmakers, the allegations include the failure to present the state budget for legislative consideration, the expenditure of public funds without the approval of the House, and the alleged withholding of salaries and statutory allocations meant for Rivers State House of Assembly. The Office of the Clerk and the Assembly Service Commission says. A federal high court in Abuja has ordered the interim forfeiture of 57 properties worth approximately 213.2 billion naira linked to the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and his two sons, Abdulaziz and Abdulrahman Malami. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, had filed an ex parte motion seeking the forfeiture, alleging that the properties were proceeds of unlawful activities. Justice Emeka Nwite granted the order directing the properties be temporarily forfeited to the federal government pending the determination of the substantive issues. The properties located in Abuja, Kebbi, Kano, and Kaduna states include luxury duplexes, hotels, schools, filling stations, warehouses, and residential buildings. Some of the notable properties include a luxury duplex on Amazon Street in Maitama, valued at 5.95 billion naira, and a 5-story hotel building in Jabi valued at 8.4 billion naira. Malami, his wife, 𝗵𝗫 Asabe, and son Abubakar Abdulaziz are currently facing an 8.7 billion naira money laundering charge before Justice Nwite. The EFCC alleges that they conspired to disguise the origin of illicit funds, acquire properties indirectly, and retain proceeds of unlawful activities. The former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, says Nigeria's labor movement once depended heavily on foreign funding during the Cold War, endangering national sovereignty and independent decision-making. Obasanjo said this at the 85th birthday celebration and memoir presentation of former Nigerian Labour Congress President Hassan Adebayo Sumonu, held in Abuja on Wednesday, January 7, 2026. Obasanjo, who was represented by a former NLC president and ex-governor of Edo State, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, recalled that rival labor organizations were aligned with opposing global powers during the ideological rivalry between East and West. According to him, one labor group received funding from the Soviet Union's KGB, while another was backed by the United States Central Intelligence Agency. He said the foreign influence weakened cohesion within the labor movement and threatened Nigeria's political independence. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has confirmed that the president of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has withdrawn his petition against the immediate past chief executive officer of the Nigerian midstream and downstream petroleum regulatory authority, Farouk Ahmed. Dangote had, in December 2025, petitioned the ICPC through his lawyer Ogu Onoja, accusing Ahmed of corruption and financial misconduct. In the petition, the billionaire businessman urged the anti-graft agency to arrest and prosecute Ahmed, alleging that former NMDPRA CEO lived beyond his legitimate earnings while in public office. Speaking via a statement issued on Wednesday, January 7, 2026, ICPC spokesperson 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 said the commission received a formal notice from Dangote's lawyer withdrawing the petition in full. They said Dangote withdrew the petition in its entirety, arguing that another law enforcement agency has taken over the matter. The Oyo State Governor, 𝗂𝗿𝗴𝗲 Makinde, has condemned the killing of 5 forest guards by suspected bandits at the National Park office in Oloka village, Owerri local government area. The attack, which occurred on Tuesday night, has been described as a cross-border operation carried out by bandits from neighboring regions. Makinde expressed his devastation over the loss of lives, stating that security agencies are working together to address the situation. Preliminary investigations indicate that the attackers crossed into Oyo State from outside its borders, exploiting forest corridors to carry out the operation. The governor has appealed to residents, particularly those in border communities, to remain calm and cooperate with security agencies. And on a rather sad note, chimamanda Ngozi Adiche, the renowned Nigerian author, and her husband, Dr. 𝗂𝗶𝗏𝗲 his𝗀𝗍, are mourning the loss of their 21-month-old twin son, 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who passed away on January 7, 2026 after a brief illness. The family released a statement expressing their profound grief and requesting privacy during this difficult time. Adiche, known for her works like Purple Hibiscus and Half of a Yellow Sun, has been open about her personal life, including her experience with motherhood and grief, as seen in her memoir, Note of Grief. The twins were born in 2024 via surrogacy, and Adiche had previously spoken about her decision to disclose this information to challenge societal stigma surrounding fertility publicly. The family appreciates the outpouring of support but reiterates their wish for privacy during this time. The Obidients movement has thrown its weight behind former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi for the 2027 presidential election, while Labour Party's 2023 vice presidential candidate Datti Ahmed has declared his intention to run for the presidency under the Labour Party. Obi, who recently left the Labour Party for the African Democratic Congress, has confirmed his 2027 presidential bid with or without the ADC ticket. The Obidients movement has vowed to support him, rejecting any possibility of him accepting a vice presidential slot. Meanwhile, Datti Ahmed has announced his presidential ambitions, stating it predates Obi's and isn't influenced by his former running mate's political moves. He emphasized his commitment to the Labour Party despite speculations he might follow Obi. Welcome to business. The 36 states in Nigeria are set to receive a significant boost to their revenue, with an estimated 5.07 trillion naira allocated to them as the share of value added tax in 2026. This development is a result of a new VAT sharing formula, which reduces the federal government's share from 15% to 10% and increases the state's share from 50% to 55%. According to the 2026-2028 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and Fiscal Strategy paper, the new formula is expected to give states an additional 461.27 billion naira in 2026. The federal government's VAT allocation is projected to drop to 922.53 billion naira in 2026, down from 1.04 trillion naira in 2025. The chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Mr. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, had earlier projected the state could earn over 4 trillion naira annually from 2026, following the implementation of the new VAT reforms. The Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency (NIMASA) and the Sim Empowerment and Research Center (SIREC) are calling on stakeholders to build on the progress made in 2025 and further enhance Nigeria's maritime industry in 2026. NIMASA's Director General Dr. Dayo Muberala emphasized the agency's commitment to consolidating gains and advancing Nigeria's standing in global maritime governance. SIREC, in its year-end outlook, highlighted the need for consolidation of port automation and the National Single Window Project to improve trade facilitation. The Maritime Reporters Association of Nigeria (MARAN) has also urged stakeholders to recommit to greater impact in the marine and blue economy. And on the foreign scene, the United States has withdrawn from 66 international organizations, including key climate and energy bodies, in a significant shift in its global cooperation stance. President Donald Trump signed an executive order on Wednesday citing that these organizations operate contrary to U.S. national interest. The withdrawn organizations include the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, the International Energy Forum, and the UN Population Fund. Others are the International Solar Alliance, led by India and France, and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Welcome to sports. The National Sports Commission says all financial entitlements of Super Eagles players and officials have been resolved. The NSC chairman, 𝗂𝗶𝗿𝗄, made this known on Wednesday following reports of players threatening to boycott training and travel to Marrakesh for Saturday's match against Algeria. 𝗂𝗍 said President Bola Tinubu had approved the Super Eagles AFCON 2025 budget since November 2025, aligning the NSC, NFF, and players. He, however, explained that approval and processing were different stages, but assured players that funds had been approved and were released. 𝗂𝗍 stated that the Ministry of Finance and Central Bank of Nigeria were working to ensure timely disbursement. Nigeria will face Algeria's Desert Foxes for a semi-final spot and are expected to depart phase for Marrakesh on Thursday, ahead of the blockbuster encounter at the Stade de Marrakesh on Saturday. Nigerian New Zealand mixed martial artist Israel Adesanya has declared that he will conclude his fighting career in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, dismissing the possibility of a transition to professional boxing. Speaking at a recent question and answer session at Bangtel, Muay Thai, and MMA, Adesanya emphasized his dedication to mixed martial arts, stating, "My career is going to end in the UFC, I believe." The UFC middleweight champion, known as the Stylebender, explained that the commitment to MMA stems from its comprehensive nature, utilizing all limbs and techniques. He questions the logic of switching to boxing, saying, "How can I say, oh, I'm just going to box?" Adesanya's decision comes amid speculation about potential lucrative boxing matches, but he remains resolute, prioritizing his legacy in the UFC. In entertainment, Nigerian music stars Adekunle Gold and his wife Simi have announced the birth of their twins, sparking excitement among fans and colleagues in the entertainment industry. The joyful news was confirmed through social media posts on Wednesday night, with Adekunle sharing their updates on Snapchat. The singer revealed that the couple had welcomed 2 new additions to their family, describing the moment as a double blessing. Quote, "Asked God for another child and he blessed me double." Adekunle wrote this alongside a photo of 2 baby outfits captioned "Double Trouble." Hints of the pregnancy had earlier surfaced in Adekunle's recent music video, "My Love Is the Same," released in late December 2025. The video featured Simi proudly showing a baby bump, while the daughter Adiche made an appearance singing, a scene that sparked widespread speculation amongst fans ahead of the announcement. Adekunle and Simi, who tied the knot in January 2019, are already parents to Adiche, formerly known as Deja, born in May 2020. Over the years, the couple have maintained a relatively private family life, occasionally sharing intimate moments through their music and carefully curated social media posts. Former Big Brother Naija housemate Cross Okonkwo has revealed that his outspoken Christian faith caused him a lucrative job opportunity. The reality TV star made the claim in a post shared on X, stating that a potential business associate declined to work with him because of his bold expressions of faith on social media. According to Cross, the individual openly admitted turning down the deal due to his public declaration of his belief in Jesus Christ. Okonkwo stressed that he would never compromise his beliefs for money or professional gain, insisting that the true wealth comes from God and not fame or material success. The former Baby Naija star also addressed critics who still perceive him as the same person they watched on the reality show, noting that he has experienced spiritual and personal growth since leaving the house. He further appealed to fans not to compare him with other former housemates, stating that everyone has a different path in life. And that's a wrap for now. Stay tuned for more updates on the stories and others at 3 p.m. Follow us on our social media and visit our website on africannews24.ng for the latest news. I'm Mary Adam. Do have a lovely afternoon.